Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Silina Rivera and this is Movie Snobs. So the first movie I have for you today is a personal pick which comes all the way from Netflix. It's a sci-fi film called Monsters, directed by Gareth Edwards, starring Whitney Able and Scott McNairy. And the story takes place 6 years after aliens invaded Mexico, aka the Infected Zone. A photojournalist named Andrew has been recruited to escort his boss's daughter, Sam, safely to America. So first off, for a low-budget film, it has some pretty spectacular special effects. And you don't see much of the tentacle-like aliens, but when you do, it's pretty amazing. Now, the film doesn't have as much action as I thought it would, but it does have lots of suspense.
Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
And you never really get a good glance at what the monsters look like until the end. So the entire movie had me feeling like I didn't know what was going to happen next, which was nerve-wracking, but it did keep me interested.
What is that?
And there were some parts of the storyline that I felt could have gone a little bit more in depth, but in the end, I'd say this movie is pretty satisfying, so definitely check it out. So over the summer, a ton of great movies came out, but I'd have to say that Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Directed by James Gunn, starring the adorable Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, and Bradley Cooper. This action-filmed comedy brings together 5 unlikely strangers who band together and save the galaxy. Everything you could ever want in a superhero movie, Guardians of the Galaxy gave you.
A thief, 2 thugs, an assassin, and a maniac.
Now, I don't want to make any assumptions, but Avengers 2 definitely has some competition. It really needs to step it up if it wants to be better than the first one and Guardians. Now, this movie is still in theaters, so if you haven't seen it yet, then what are you waiting for? In the realm of comic book movies, I have, of course, to mention Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's all I have to say about that. If you haven't got your fill of superhero flicks, be sure to look out for some great movies out on DVD like Captain America: The Winter Soldier and the amazing Spiderman 2. So what I have for you now is a little something of my own invention called a future feature, where I tell you which movies would be worth checking out. So on September 19th, you will definitely see me at the opening of The Maze Runner.
The runners look for a way out.
Based on the book of the same name, directed by Wes Ball, starring Will Poulter and Dylan O'Brien. This movie is about a group of boys trapped in a strange place who try to get out and find answers. So, what movies did you see this summer? And is there anything you want to see in the upcoming fall? Be sure to let us know by hashtagging Movie Snobs at Goofing Off. See you at the theater.